we can't go back.
We have a vibe that poisons the morale of a team.
The manager there, he's like, you have a corrupting quality to you. Like, fucking right, I do.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Immigrant Section. It's your boy Abbas Wahab saying thank you for tuning in. As always, I appreciate y'all. If you're in Montreal, come out August 31st, Force Diversity. We're coming out Wednesday, August 31st. Come out the Diving Bell Social Club. Myself, Edward Kim, Eva Alexopoulos, and Hadi Kuba. It's going to be a sick show. Come out. And enough of all that. With me today, back in the studio. You know, I've had a lot of immigrants on recently, and I was like, I think we need a palate cleanser.
The most whitewashed guy possible?
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Max Shelter.
Yeah, all right. Thank you very much for having me, Abbas. It's good to see you once again.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's funny in Toronto. You could, like, people live in Toronto, but it's like, we're still 30 minutes apart.
Yeah. Dude, it was fucking brutal getting over here.
Yeah, like you live right next to Conrad, right?
What?
Conrad lives right next to you. Jarvis and fucking Gerard.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Wait,
so anytime I drive there, it's like 32 minutes. I'm like, this is fucking... Not all the time. Relax.
How often are you driving there?
This guy.
Yeah, this guy said fucking come to visit me at all. God damn.
When the fuck up you come here? You only come here if there's a podcast. Look at this fucking shallow fuck.
You never invited me
to visit me, bro. And last time, if I remember correctly, I did a podcast with you and Tisha. That shit never even saw the light of day, bro.
I know.
That's such a Max Sheldrick thing. It's like there's 3 podcasts probably after.
Yeah, dude.
Anytime you invite me to do anything in the future, I better see 6 releases prior to that. I'm not coming otherwise.
Oh, I know. No, that's probably for the best.
I fucked up many times. I am not even mad.
I don't know. I have a horrible executive function when it comes to releasing anything. I don't know. I'm trying to get the podcast going again, but man, do you know, like, it's fucking hard to keep every plate spinning.
Yeah.
It's next to fucking impossible.
Yeah.
Like, trying to get, like, I had the sketches going for like a month, and then I was like, all right, add the podcast on, and then everything fell to shit just because I don't have...
It's one too many plates.
Yeah, it's fun, because you got to keep the stand-up going, you got to keep all the bookings going. If you're producing a show, then you got to keep that going, then you got to, if you're going to produce sketches, and you're going to do the podcast, and you have to have the clips and all that other stuff.
Otherwise, it's just like... dies in an abyss if people don't see it.
Yeah, dude, it's impossible. Well, it's not impossible. It's just me making sure that I have, like, I don't know, all my shit in line, and also just having a schedule. Like, I don't have any sort of...
You have a job right now? What's the situation?
Nah, dude. I keep getting fired.
Yeah.
Dude,
I got fired too.
I don't know. I quit my day job just to start doing, like, content and comedy full time. And wow, holy shit! This is
back on Indeed. I'm assuming. Huh?
I'm back on Indeed. Yes, I'm looking.
Indeed, I am. Yeah. You know, it's like all of the content and all the shit. It's like if you don't know how to juggle, it's easy to juggle 2 balls, right?
Yeah.
But the second you add that third one, it all falls apart, right?
Yeah.
It's like one more, you'll be like, I should be able to figure it out. No, they're all gonna fall.
Dude, it's like, especially with producing a show, it's like you have
That's my analogy.
No, it's good. It's a good... No, Abbas. It's a good analogy.
Dante, what do you think about that analogy?
It's not bad. I mean,
okay.
juggling is juggling.
You know what? You don't need a mic. You know what? I was thinking, this guy needs a mic. I
liked my plate spinning analogy, but...
I heard fucking... What's his name? Dane Cook. Dane Cook made that analogy. I heard that.
What, juggling?
Yeah. Keep the plate spinning. Keep the plate spinning. No, juggling was my own shit, bro.
Oh, sorry.
You took that shit from Dane Cook.
I'm sorry.
I know you listen to podcasts.
Yeah, goddamn right I do.
You ever notice when you go to, like, here in Toronto, we don't really have, like, a circuit set up, but, like, New York and LA comics, you'll a guest you'll hear them on other podcasts, and it's like 30% the same thing.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Well, we're also everyone's trying to build a podcast network here. Like, you're the only one that has one that's dedicated. You're like,
but it's still not, like, even 171 episodes in.
Yeah,
it's still not helping me. Like, it's still not getting like supporting my like living by any means. Actually, I guess the Patreon, and I talk a lot of shit on the Patreon. So check out Patreon if you support the show directly.
Can we do this as a Patreon episode? We'll talk all this shit.
Imagine, yeah, fuck it. No, I do solo episodes on Patreon, but yeah, we say names on Patreon. Let's just say that.
Get comics behind the paywall, and they'll say whatever you fucking want.
Exactly, but here's
the dirt.
The weird thing behind the paywall is I don't know how to like if I have you on and it's for a Patreon exclusive episode, I don't know how to give you like a cut of it. You know what I mean?
You don't have to.
But that's the thing. Like no one is seeing it except for a very small group of super fans, right? Okay. So it's not supporting you in any promoting effort or getting out there anything. If anything, you have to get a cut, but I don't know how that would work.
I feel like it's just like the same rules as like a downtown show. It's like if I get 2 free beers, then I'll still
I guess so. I guess so. The Patreon episodes, it would just be like bring pizza,
a party,
and just talk hard shit,
dude, dog.
Dude, yeah, actually, that's pretty good, huh?
Yeah. Dude.
Maybe I'll do that.
If you give me...
Check it out, patreon.com/the Immigrant Section. Did you hear Louis on Joe Rogan? That made me realize that I need to be less ashamed about promoting my shit, you know?
Yeah, no, he was he brought it back to that movie like 1,000 times.
And I'm like, yeah, that's what someone who paid for it himself would have to do, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's what's happening here. Fuck it, dude. That's exactly what I'm doing. And I'm like, I feel weird about being like, oh, you know, if you don't mind, please support. One of these days, I'm going to be Dalia. I'm like, this whole thing is ending. This whole thing is going on Patreon. If you don't like it, that's good. You're gone. You know?
Wait, did Dalia do that?
No, but like for a while before Patreon, like before he got canceled and he had to go Patreon, he would be like, yo, if you don't fucking share this, I'm going to stop doing this. If this doesn't grow, I'm not... back when his podcast was good, then I just stopped listening to it.
Shameless promotion, dude. There's something to be said for that. Like, I don't know. Like, as much as I hated that when we first started out seeing guys who were like sucked and they just promoted whatever they fucking had, there's something to be said for that. Like that's if I was smart, then I would have learned from that and started cultivating that early on. But
I think it's a self-worth or issue or something.
It's
like
absolutely a self-worth issue.
You're like, it is. You know what I mean? It's like hundreds of hours of content.
Dude,
you know, it's
for the amount of stand-up that we watch, it's like if our stuff isn't on point and we're sharing it, then we know that it's like if I release something that sucks, it fucks with me.
Without a doubt.
Like it throws me off my game because I'm just like, oh man, like then people saw it and then who knows? Maybe they're just not more inclined to watch the next thing. I don't know.
Yeah. You're like, I fucked up. I fucked up. But here's the tough part though, is sometimes you post something that's good, but it doesn't do well. Deciphering those two of like, I'm truly love this idea, that moment, how you feel before you post something. And then obviously the result and the performance dictate how you feel about it after the fact. Yeah. So sometimes you're like, this is the best idea, and it bombs, and you're on yourself about it.
When I was still working that trucking job, I was putting out sketches like every day, and then I thought I had an idea for a sketch where it was like a spoof on a Kanye song. And I was like, I'm going to break the internet with this. And it was 5 seconds. I'm like, it's 5 seconds. It's a funny joke. It's going to get shared, obviously. And it bombed harder than anything I've ever released ever. Like I showed it around.
It was only 5 seconds long.
Dude.
That's why, you know? Because all the platforms, they don't push stuff that's too short. Because
sometimes they do, though. Like, here, 1 sec. Let me show you this fucking... I'll play this for you. 1 sec. And I played this for the guys that are in trucking that
they're like, you're a bitch, Max.
Oh, wait, no, I deleted it. Fuck.
Yeah,
I deleted it.
That's what the mind usually does. Yeah, to save yourself the trauma.
I deleted it because I had gotten, what's it called?
Low storage?
Corporate job.
Oh, my God.
But they fired me within 2 weeks.
Yep.
They found my Instagram.
That's why? No, that's not why they fired you.
They said it was a misalignment in values. I hadn't done anything else aside from training. And then Monday, my team coach made a group, made a meeting for me to, like a coaching meeting for me to go into. And then when I was logging in, instead of her, it was an ambush. And it was the HR lady and the director of the company. And I was like, "Sup, guys? What's going on?"
Right when you see multiple high-level people like that, you know you're done.
Oh yeah, as soon as I saw HR in a coaching meeting, I'm like, oh, I'm fucked.
The best was back in the day when that would be physical. Because
Oh,
they would
yeah.
ask you in that room, and they'd be there with termination, the pink papers or whatever
Oh,
the
yeah.
fuck, the termination. Hi, Max, can you have a seat? Oh, I'm fucking
Oh God,
I'm fired,
dude.
for
I
sure.
know. You can sense it in when you get called into the office at like before you do anything for the day. It's like you're fucked.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
so. Do you remember that job that I had the van for?
Yeah.
Man, they called
coffee
me.
one?
Yeah, dude. They called me in at 8 a.m. and like as I was walking into the office, I wasn't like, man, am I getting fired? I'm like, what are they firing me for?
Yeah,
Like,
it's
what
over.
have they unearthed?
It's over. Well, you fucking damaged that van. You were doing enough shit.
Yeah, no, I took that van like on every road gig that I possibly could. I
It's like
put
a big Sprinter van.
Whenever I would tell them the mileage, like, because
Like
they
that,
have to
that,
keep.
that doesn't add up.
like-
That's not your route.
Your route is only 50K, and
Yeah.
you're putting 500K a week.
You're like, yeah, a lot of detours.
Extra.
There's been a lot of construction. It's
Yes.
just, it's wild out there. Yeah, you know, Eglinton. You're like, you never pass Eglinton on your route. Ah, well, you know how it goes.
Turns out they had GPS in those trucks. I did not know that.
Dude, that shit is. I told you that one time years ago. I had this internship where for 8 months I would just fucking do whatever I wanted. I would leave for 2 or 3 hour lunches every day,
Yeah,
5 days a week.
Sick.
I would just go home. I'd make food. I'd smoke hookah for like an hour.
Smoke hookah?
Smoke hookah.
Damn, all right.
I was living that kind of life. Anyways, last month, it was one of those jobs every 2 weeks you have to submit in a timesheet that says I work 9 to 6, Monday to fucking Friday. You know what I mean? 9 to
you
6, 12 to 1 off for lunch. And then this guy, my boss, comes with my timesheet I just submitted in, and stapled with it is full history of my access key.
Ooh, yeah, you're fucked.
And he, not only that, but he went through and highlighted every entry and exit for that 2 week period that I submitted a timesheet. And he goes, correct these. And bro, I swear, I felt like you ever have like,
Did you get
like
defensive?
shame? No, not even.
You're like,
it was
you
so
don't
much
know what type
shame.
of value I bring to this company.
It was, he comes with HR like, hey, can we chat with you? Are those pink papers? But man, it was like, it went from 40 hours to like 24 hours for like,
Brutal.
for like 2 weeks, and
this
like
when
he
you were-
didn't backtrack it. He did me the honest solid of not backtracking it, even though him and I both knew in that moment this has been the case for like months. It was a huge pay hit, and after that they were just watch. And after that, every time I would go out to lunch, I would go out to lunch on 12 sharp.
This is engineering?
This is an internship at like this is that. Remember that bit I do about working at a tobacco plant in Brampton?
Yeah.
It was that tobacco plant.
Yeah.
I would sign out at 12, go to lunch, and I'd call my buddy when I came in. I'm like, yo, sign me in. Because then they have no record of the entry.
Oh my God, dude.
It was like a month left. It's done. You know what I mean? It's done.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't know. To be fair, I'm not the one who's going to be like, oh, you should really care about the job that you have.
I know.
Like,
I look back, all my jobs were like that, where I'm just like, I'm getting off on how little I'm doing. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I'm just like, yo.
yeah, it's sticking it to the man.
Yeah,
It's
this
great.
is our way of winning in our heads.
Yeah, I've realized that these jobs aren't for us anymore. You know, like we've been doing this
Not
for
at
too
all.
long.
Yeah.
And there's no we can't go back.
We have a
There's-
vibe that poisons the morale of a team.
Oh my God.
That's why they gotta take us out immediately.
I did a landscaping job with George for 5 weeks, and the manager there, he's like, "You have a corrupting quality to you." I'm like, fucking right, I do. He's like, not everyone.
What's great is that immediately makes it to the stage. You're like corrupting quality.
Yeah, like fucking
Thank
what
you,
a
thank
good
you.
punchline.
I know, that's hilarious. I've been told I have a corrupting quality.
He's like, everyone didn't talk as much shit before you came here. Like fucking right.
He's the guy that comes into a job fucking and goes, "What? You guys do it like that? I worked a lot of these jobs. No one does it like that.
Dude,
Trust
no.
me. They're over. Trust me.
No.
We're getting fucked here."
It's not even that. It's not even that. It's just I make too many off base jokes for the jobs that we're doing, and the manager, like, I'm every coworker's favorite coworker,
Yeah, exactly.
but every manager's worst employee.
Yeah. And they don't even hate you.
No, they
get it.
They're just like, oh, you're a comic.
Yeah, they get it.
You're a comic, and that's in your core, and there's no way that I can change that. You're never going to take this as seriously as you take that, and for that reason, I'm not going to keep paying you. And I just have to take that on.
You have a corrupting quality. Do you tell them you do comedy every time you get a fucking job?
I have made the resolution that the next
Never
job,
that.
I'm not going to. Because they found, like, I know that they found my Instagram at this last job, and I had combed through it and deleted like the most offensive ones that I had on there, and they weren't even that offensive. Like, if you actually analyze the joke, it's not coming from a place like it's
not a Gorienko bit.
No,
you know what I mean?
it's an actual funny joke, but it's just how sensitive everyone is, and especially like HR or even like a corporate environment cannot cultivate that. They don't like it. They don't want anything to do with it.
It's in the red zone, yeah.
Yeah, like as soon as you start making any sort of jokes about like fucking vaccines, truckers, shit like that, they will fucking cut you.
Bro, it's even going to the next level where I got approached. You know Zayn Ali, right? His brother works for a ad agency who got hired by Xbox to promote new Assassin's Creed.
Okay.
They hit me up. They're like, we love your fucking job interview videos. Can you do a job interview video of hiring an assassin as a promo for this? I'm like, sick. That sounds hilarious.
All right.
I can't wait. So I fucking quote them, and I'm like, I'm waiting a week back. I'm like, yo, so what's going on? They're like, oh, they're afraid that your page is not PG-13, so I guess I was saying fuck, and I was just being funny how I think is funny.
Damn.
And that to even them who want you to do the content you do, they're like, we like your content. You went really hard on a couple people, and we just don't want to be associated with that. You're like, fuck.
Yeah. No,
fuck
dude,
it.
It's I like the idea of you looking at all your outstanding bills and then quoting them the sum of all that.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Like, it's actually going
I'm gonna
to
need about $8,048.
$48. Yeah.
Yeah, it's talent pay. You know what I mean? It's actually standard industry talent pay. But it is weird. I actually got another one. I just got approached to quote. You never know the quote. That's the thing. There's no benchmark.
Yeah.
It's the Wild West, this content shit. Dude, here is when I knew I got fucked.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
Do you know Narcity, the page?
Yeah.
I used to make videos for Narcity.
Okay.
When I had, let's say, I had 10,000 followers at that time.
Okay.
I used to make videos for them for $50 a video.
Yep.
I would make, what am I, 2 a week? I made 2 a week.
$100 a week.
Something like that. 4 a week. 2 or 4 a week. I forget.
Dude.
It's a little side money. I'm not mad at that at all.
$50? What? Like for a video? $50? That's great.
But then I come to find this other girl who we both know. I forget her name, but I know you know her. She's like a newer comic. She went to them and is doing this. You know, Narcity's got a bunch of fucking content creators.
Yeah.
She has a 10th white girl, right?
Yep.
But I guess more self-worth, right? So
if I guess her name, can you bleep it out?
I mean, you can guess it. I'm not gonna bleep it out because then I'm not like fucking.
You know what? Don't even worry about it.
And no beef against her.
Yeah.
If anything, I learned from this. But because I asked her, I stopped working for them because I was just like, I knew I was getting underpaid.
Yeah.
Because they hire me for contracts of 16 videos.
Okay.
Like, can we re-up the contract? They'd be so aggressive about it. Like,
Yeah,
can
yeah.
we re-up it? And I'm like, oh.
Yeah, probably because you're adding way more value than
way more. And a lot of the videos I was doing was killing it.
Yeah.
And people would be commenting like, this guy's the only saving feature to this fucking page. I'm like, I know they're seeing that comment, right?
Yep.
Anyways, long story short, I'm like, okay, fuck it. Because they'd be like, they'd give me a list of ideas. They'd be like, Ontario's too cold. Holidays around the corner. Like, just the fucking
Is
weakest.
this where you did like the walking videos and you're like, and you have like the phone, you're holding the phone and like just like a standard like walking video? Like what?
It would be like any kind of weird video about Ontario or Toronto real estate prices.
Okay.
Like anytime I did something like that's very like Toronto based, it was for them. Anywho, contract runs up. I'm like, fuck it. A couple months later, I see she's doing stuff. A 10th of my followers.
Okay.
She has them for 200. She was getting paid per. She was getting paid 4 times the amount and had a 10th of the following.
Damn.
You know what I
Brutal.
mean? You get what you ask for, right? And
Yeah.
they're running a business, so they're not going to be like, hey, just so you know, a lot of other people are getting a lot more. Do you want more? No one's ever going to say
No,
that,
they're
right?
never gonna fucking ask to pay you more.
So now I think of the fair amount and I
Yeah.
add 50%.
Yeah. What's the fair amount in your mind to make one video? Say
Right
it on
now,
the
but-
say it on the podcast, on the record.
You know, my buddy Falafel Kimchi is a content creator. I've had him on a bunch of times, and he makes
Love how you say. Like, I love how you say that. Falafel.
Falafel Kimchi. Oh, the right way, you white fuck.
Like you
I love how
immediately
you say it.
like
It's so different.
It's just the way that it's like you're
All right,
talking.
Muhammad. Fucking guy's gonna jihad us all right now. Fucking falafel jihad, bro.
Yeah, see right there. You're just like falafel.
But-
you immediately change from the regular, like how you regularly talk, to falafel.
He woke me up to
Okay.
like how much I was undervaluing myself, right?
Yeah.
So I told the Assassin's Creed people, I'm like, you want a fucking 30 to 60 second TikTok
Yeah.
that's for like that job interview? I was like, 500.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Damn.
And they're like, and after they rejected me, I asked them off the record. I'm like, is that just so I know for my own fucking data collection? I'm like, is that was that in the budget?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, that was within the budget. So I'm like, I already
got
know.
more.
I could have got more.
Yeah.
But then I'm talking to Falafel. He's like, bro, no, man, you gotta say 2,000, bro. You gotta say, you know what I mean? I'm like, 2,000. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
He's like, bro, you got this many, this. Your engagement is this. But he actually looks at the metrics of it.
Yeah.
I just can't be like, oh, you know that video that like I just haven't.
See,
That's why I need this is the
You need
value of a manager.
Exactly. Yes.
Because
I was about to say
someone
that.
who fucking the manager's like a wingman. If you ever talk to like a chick versus like talking to a chick for your friend,
Yeah.
it's a whole different level of confidence. Because I'm not getting rejected.
Yeah.
If you don't go, that's what the manager is. They can just be fucking anal and just grind it out. And they're like, I don't care if you don't like me. And then that distance gives the client the facade that like you're this next thing, right? Like, oh shit.
Dude,
if
absolutely.
you want this talent, you're gonna have to, you know, like that type of shit.
Yeah, man. Like, I don't know. Like, especially also just to have like someone who looks at the analytics of it. Like, I don't think comics who are grinding every single night, we can't do that. We really can't look at the analytics because it just, I don't know. When you start taking it as seriously as that and like start breaking down like, oh, how much reach does my jokes really have? It's like it kind of takes.
It takes away from it. Yeah.
It takes away from it for sure. And I just don't think there's like once you go down that path, it's like then you start getting into this algorithmic.
You know Mark
Like,
Hallworth, the comedian?
Yep.
Obviously.
Dude, I've heard all about this.
Well, I've done gigs with him. He's a funny guy, you know.
He's a sweetheart. I
yeah,
love him.
yeah, yeah. And he's like, we've gone to gigs where he's like, I have bombed and he's murdered. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
there's some corporate settings and stuff like that where it's like
Yeah.
his type of comedy shines.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think in more of the club setting, that darker stuff does better, dirtier stuff does better type of deal, right? But I've gone stuff where he's killed and we've been driving back and he's like, oh, I got spreadsheets for everything. I know. This blew my mind because I've never met a comic who does it to this level. He knows every bit he's doing, the set list. He's like, I may deviate from one joke, but like he writes the set list and then the next time he goes back to the venue, he references it so he doesn't do the same bits. And I'm like, dude, is like attention on the highest level and I respect the hell out of it. But I'm also like, bro, if we go that analytical about it, because he's got an engineering background too.
Yeah.
I'm like, if we go that, we're losing something here. You
You'll
know what I
lose-
mean?
you
You're
will.
losing a lot of humanity.
Like, because imagine not being able to come home and like maybe relax, smoke a joint, fucking pull your phone out, write a few ideas that you had to come up with the night of, and instead you have to go down and you have to sit and listen and analyze every bit, how well it did, what was the set list. You type it all into a spreadsheet.
It's crazy, but I mean that's how the way his mind works, and all I know is the motherfucker gets a lot more weekend work than me. So
Fair,
maybe
yeah.
I need a fucking spreadsheet, bro. Shit,
I mean, fair enough. But
I gotta have him on the podcast. He's like from Belgium or some shit, huh?
yeah.
He's like from literally born and like raised there.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I know he's got some dark background too. And I know he listens to the podcast. Mark, we're gonna have you on the podcast. He's too happy to not have a
Yeah,
dark
no,
background. He has to have the darkest background.
Everyone keeps saying that they want to hear Dark Hallworth one.
Dude, Dark Hallworth would be the best comic in Toronto, bro.
Apparently, I heard this. I don't know if it's true or not, and Mark can fucking correct me if I'm wrong, but they said that one time he was hosting an open mic, and like the act came down, and he like was real on stage for a second.
All you fucking faggots need to listen. It's like, whoa.
No, nothing like that.
Mark Hallworth?
I don't think Mark has that in him at all.
He just points to a guy.
He just like he was just sitting there, and he was like, he's like, sometimes when every day when I would come home, my dad would make me stay in the garage for an hour before I was allowed to come into the house, and everyone was like, "What the fuck?"
I heard, yeah, I think someone told me that. I'm like, yeah, that's that like dogs stay outside, like you don't come in yet.
It's like, get the fuck out of here.
Well, that's what broke him, right? I mean, we all got broken one way or another. You know what I mean? That was his breaking. You know?
Did you ever have like? Teachers, me and her have been making like struggle meals for each other.
Struggle meals.
Yeah, like the ones that you'd have like when you were a kid and like money ran out and like what are we gonna like?
Dude,
what is the cheapest thing that we can fucking make?
Dude, all I know is my fucking cousin who lived right next to us. He would take pita bread, put mayonnaise and ketchup in it,
brutal,
and roll it up.
Yeah, I would do peanut butter.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Crunchy or smooth?
Smooth.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is smooth more expensive?
Don't ask me.
Or is crunchy more expensive?
I don't know.
My boy Dante is fucking allergic to everything except content.
How long have you
Person One Productions. Yo, if you guys need any sort of production work in the GTA area, hit up Person One Productions. My boy Dante Williams will take care of you. I told him he's got the name of a black kid that would get murdered by an overzealous racist, right? Dante Williams shot while getting a Mars bar. Doesn't he? Right?
I like how you have to throw overzealous racist.
Yeah, not just regular level racist.
Not a regular racist, an overzealous one.
I'm doing an acting gig next week, like a one. I don't even know what it is. That's the funny thing. I don't know if it's a movie. I don't know what it is. But I got hired to do a scene that's like the most racist shit I've ever seen.
You
like
have to be the racist?
No. I'm the guy with the racism is happening toward me. But like, I don't even know if they're listening. But it's like the writing is a little kind of two-dimensional. And like, it's literally like this. I'm the owner of the highest level penthouse in this building.
Okay.
It's a luxury building.
And someone just couldn't
and
take it.
And the owner of the second level penthouse is this white couple that's like, they come up and recording me. They're like, oh my God, why are you here? I know how you people are. What are you doing here? Are you the one who just like crazy,
like,
cartoon racism?
Pay
No. I don't say it till the end. But like, it's like cartoon level racism.
Yeah.
We're just like, and then at the end, the cop comes and arrests the two white people. And the cop goes, can I see ID? And then he goes, 24th floor, nice. And then I go, yeah, I started a software company, Fortune 500. I guess I belong there. And the cop arrests. It's like, what is this?
No one would say that.
It doesn't, life isn't like this. Like, it's like a twist. Like, the black guy's gonna get fucked over. Oh, shit, the cop sided with him.
I love scripts that I like, or just movies that I see. Like. I don't like them when it's like that, but it's hilarious to me when it's just something, when it's just such a clear cut dunk that the writer was like writing, and he's just like, there's no opposition to it, and it's like, oh no, and now he says the perfect line. It's like it doesn't happen.
This
like
is
that.
not real life.
No, people get fucking flustered. They say the wrong thing
all the time. By the way, have you seen that movie Jackie Brown, Quentin Tarantino?
No.
You've never seen it?
Wait, it's out?
It's 1997.
Okay, maybe. Yeah. I don't know. What?
So good, dude. It's like a Quentin Tarantino movie that kind of came and went. I don't know. A lot of people say it's possibly his best movie. So good.
I've not seen it.
Fucking watch it, bro. Samuel Jackson kills it. Robert De Niro.
Can we throw the trailer up?
Yeah, 100%. Put the trailer. Wait, won't this get me flagged though?
Yeah, it'll probably get you flagged.
Jackie Brown.
Who was in it?
Samuel Jackson, Robert De Niro, fucking. I mean, they're like the main characters. Or actually.
Oh wait, no, I've seen this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a black lady, and she's like a flight attendant, and
yeah, I've seen.
Yeah,
like a long time
somehow
ago.
I never saw it until like a week ago. And man, what a fucking great movie, bro! What a great movie. What I love about Quentin Tarantino is like he went really hard on the nigga on this. That's a lot of people hated on that. Like every line, Samuel Jackson's like, nigga. So I said, that's a stupid nigga right there, and I'm gonna hit him with like that nigga got hit, like that type of shit. Like he could lose half of him, but still, besides that, the dialogue is just so on point. Like his dialogue seems so real, so real.
You ever see what's it called, Taxi Driver?
Yeah, with De Niro, like 70s.
Yeah. Where,
you talking to me?
Scorsese, or I think it was
That's
Scorsese.
how you talk. Yeah, it was Scorsese, wasn't it?
Yeah, where the only character who's like the blatant racist, he had to play it. He's like, I like the idea of him being on set and being like, nah, they're not saying the N-word. Like, I want them. Guys, do I have to show you again? And it's like,
Look, you're a white guy. When white guys are angry.
Do you want to get in here? Do you
They
want to
don't
just
say
do it yourself?
nigga. We need an R. This is for the camera.
You're not the character. Don't forget that. Action. You know what I mean? It's wild. Yeah. Like, you know, there's probably so much weird racial tension on fucking Tarantino sets. Unless he does a big spiel, director spiel. Okay, guys, we're going to be throwing a lot of words around. Remember, this is just a script. Like, on set, directors love to do those spiels, bro.
Yeah?
Oh, dude, I fucking did. Kate Winslet, is that the chick in Handmaid's Tale? What's the lead of Handmaid's Tale? So I did a one line in Handmaid's Tale like a month or two ago.
What was it?
I was American Refugee number 5. It was like,
Nice.
I'm not even gonna get camera time. I'm Elizabeth Moss.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at one point, the director's fucking bro. This director has straight comedian chops.
Yep.
And he uses the set as his fucking like audience. It's hilarious.
Okay.
At one point, he tells everyone the directions, and then he goes, before he breaks, he goes, oh, and one more thing. Remember, no one is to feed or make eye contact with Elizabeth Moss. And everyone just dies laughing. And he gets this smile and he walks off like it was the big closer. I'm like, this guy's a fucking comic, man. Fucking like sick set to actually work on. Good vibes. She wasn't strange. Like sometimes they lead the talent in and out.
Yeah, what's the worst set you've ever worked on?
Well, I told you that one thing on The Boys, right? With Giancarlo Esposito, how he
Was that bad? I thought
I mean,
that was
I'd never seen anything like that before or after.
because I just watched finished Better Call Saul, and he's an amazing actor.
He's an amazing actor.
like incredible.
Yeah, and he takes it seriously.
Remind
as
me
fuck.
what happened.
Someone moved. We're shooting in an old mansion in Hamilton with creaky floors.
Yeah.
In the middle of the scene.
Were they like Fresca?
Yeah, exactly.
Of course.
Yeah. In the middle of the scene, I guess someone on set just adjacent to the shooting room moved or something. So you hear or something like that. And this guy, and he's talking. It's a dining room scene. And he gets out of the seat and he goes, I thought we were filming here. I thought we were this professional. Dude, are we doing this? Are we doing this? And he's just like yelling, like he's berating like Christian Bale in that audio. And he goes, you know what? I'm going back to my trailer. He points to the director. You tell me when we're ready. The director's like, everyone is scared, bro. Director's like, no, we're ready now. No movement on set. No movement on set. You know what I mean?
Damn, dude.
And then he sits back down in his chair. He goes like this. All right, let's play poker. I'm like, what the fuck?
What a fucking psycho.
Psychopath, bro.
Talking about poker.
Yeah, he goes, let's play poker.
He actually said
He
those
yelled
words.
it. He yelled it.
He fucking
fully yelled
hilarious.
it. Yeah. I'm like, what the? And this was the first thing I ever booked that was like a real thing. And I was just shocked, bro. I was like, what the fuck is? And you know what? I get it. You know, creaking. And you thought you had a good take, so you're amped about this is like a good take.
Yeah.
So you feel like it got ruined.
Yeah.
But it's also like, bro, you're mic'd up in 6 places. They can take that fucking creak out. You're fine.
Yeah.
But like,
No, it took him out.
I told you.
Yep. Now you got the garbage trucks coming by.
The boys. You know what I noticed with the side note? The garbage, and we can watch right now. Garbage crews are always one ethnicity. One color. The whites crew up together. The blacks crew up together. I swear to God, if there's a mixed match of color in this, I'll be shocked.
All right. Well, how about we analyze?
Black driver,
Black driver.
black guy in the back. Yeah.
Damn, eh?
Yeah.
When you're right, you're right, dude. That sucks.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate that the garbage trucks can't be.
Yeah, it's like military. You know, everyone kind of sticks with their own.
Oh, God.
That's what happens in any kind of union type of vibe thing. Everyone just coalesces to like their kind.
They actually did that for us at the trucking job.
Any plant is like that.
Yeah,
too.
like when there'd be like the white team, and I'm like, It's kind of fucked up, guys. You know that, right?
And it's not, and it's literally white, like complexion. We're talking skin color.
Yeah. And it literally everyone would laugh their ass off about it because they would just make fun of us.
Like the white team's always on time.
Dude, it's fucking wild. They're like, you're the best team that we have out there. I'm like, I don't think you should. I don't know if you realize how you're coming off when you say that. I'm not proud of this.
No. You're misunderstanding what we're trying to say. You're better than the other teams.
guys, let's take it down.
They're right there, bro.
You know? You're kind of bragging about us to them, and they're pissed off.
Yeah, right? Fuck, I can't wait for this rat race to finish of even needing a job. It's right at that point. By the way, have you ever done crickets in Thunder Bay?
Yeah.
Is it a good club?
When I went out, it was...
You're like, ask me after.
It was fine.
Yeah.
Like it's just the guy takes care of you. You get paid, and it takes you out for dinner and stuff like that. When I did go though, he had to change like 4 different cars because every car that we had while waiting for Jarrett Campbell to land for his flight, every car that he had broke. Like at one,
he has 4 cars.
He has so many cars. He's like
So he runs the club. He picks you up. He's like a one-man show type of deal.
Yeah.
And you crash at his place too, right?
Yeah, with his family.
Comfortable?
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you get like a room, and you get like
his
TV.
bunk beds.
Yeah. You get a
the
TV
comedy
that has,
life, you know.
You get TV that has a TV.
Many channels.
Netflix.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You can't
Has
complain.
some streaming services on there, but they're nice people. Me and Jarrett went out there, and like literally the whole time, like. This guy's all his cars kept like I've never seen this happen where the drive shaft snapped.
Oh, actually,
while we were driving, and I'm like,
What the
after like his transmission went on another, and like a tire blew out on another, and he kept driving us back to Service Canada to relicense the current car that he was driving, and I'm like, man,
what a fucking operation!
What life is this that you're living? This is insane.
This is chaos.
This is
what cars? Old GM cars, or what was it?
Dude, it was just whatever. He would just buy, I don't know, he would just buy scrap cars.
Yeah.
And like they would just eat shit. It was wild.
That's how I grew up, man. That shit gives me anxiety.
When are you going out? I thought that fucking place closed down.
Did it close?
Yeah, I thought it was done.
No way.
I thought you were booked on it.
No, I'm not booked. I'm planning a tour right now.
Okay,
and I'm like,
right.
should I do Thunder Bay? Is there...
There's people that have like other gigs out there that I could probably talk to get you.
Well, I'm trying to more like rent a venue.
Yeah,
and like do it like that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Nah, I can figure it.
But I've never even been to Thunder Bay, so I'm like, I wondered, like, do people come out to comedy there?
There's certain places that have like better pull than others.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but this place is closed though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Cricket's
fuck 'em.
done.
Fuck them.
I'm almost positive it's done.
Yeah.
But yeah. How when are you planning for the tour?
The fall.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do all of Canada pretty much.
Fuck yeah.
Like coast to coast.
Yeah. Who are you going with?
I don't know yet. It may be Mo and Jesse again. You know,
Nice.
that's probably just because we had a good vibe. It's a good show.
It's a good crew.
But if they can't make some dates, I don't know. I got to figure all that stuff out. I'm asking all the cities I want to go to, like hitting them up, the venues.
Yeah.
Like being like, what dates are you available? And then I got to look at all that to see what the ideal flow is, and then see if they're available for whatever the fuck that would look like.
Me and Jordan are setting up a FOMO tour for just Ontario first.
Yeah. That's what I did.
Like how you did. And I got gigs that have been asking me to come back, so we'll fucking set those up and then go out west.
That's how we stay afloat, man. You just gotta constantly be like,
dude,
having some sort of action, like on the weekends and going here and there, bringing the comedy to people.
Also, the amount of anxiety of like all that, of
Oh
like
my
how these
God.
gigs have to fucking go well for you to be able to pay rent is fucking. Oh God,
Dude. In fact, I already have a plan where I'm like, once I set everything up and I announce it, it's probably gonna be called the Fresh Off the Boat Tour.
Okay, sick.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
That's good.
Yeah, actually, I came up with a long list and I asked Jordan, I'm like, which one of these do you think is the best?
Yeah.
For,
Jordan's
like,
very
what my
objective
vibe.
with that kind of stuff.
Oh, and it wasn't even on the list. He goes, Fresh Off the Boat Tour, bro. It's your whole thing. I'm like, okay.
He suggested it.
It wasn't even on the list.
Yeah, right,
and I'm like, dude, that's way better than all of these.
Love that. All
Because
right.
they were like the legit funny tour. And like they're that type of shit. You know what I mean? I mean, you just try to come up with some shit, right? There's like 9 names.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Actually, here, just for the sake of hearing what they are, look at this. Where is it? Motherfucking tour, motherfucking tour. What the deal? What the deal? What the deal? Yeah. So I was like, the You're Fired tour, job interview tour, You're Hired tour, See the Country tour, Legit Funny, the Business or Pleasure tour. So this is Canada tour, the Cancel Visa tour, the Take It Easy tour. And he's like, I showed him that. He goes, bro, fresh off the boat tour. I'm like,
Wow.
I put at the bottom list. I'm like, I'm going with that.
Gotta say, I love that.
Way better. Clutch, my boy Jordan. But yeah, man, putting that shit together, hitting up a bunch of people. But like, here's the problem with what I noticed in the Ontario tour.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's my audience. I don't know if it's an impression I gave. I don't know what is up, but like people, and I think this is probably a result of just COVID and everything getting canceled. Mm-hmm. People are very like squeamish about getting tickets in advance, especially if you're not a draw. If you're a draw, people get your tickets right away, right?
Yeah.
Kevin Hart comes down, let's get the tickets, right?
Yeah.
But if you're anyone else, they're like, oh, I want to go see him, and I'll get the tickets last second, right?
Yeah.
But the problem with booking a fucking tour is, yo, I got to book like 8 flights. I got to book 8 hotels. Like, so once I have this whole thing set ready, I'm going to tell, like, I'm going to post a thing on Gram, be like, yo, if you want to come out to this, do me a solid and get your tickets now.
Yeah.
Because, like, in the Ontario tour, it'd be like I'd go to Windsor.
Yeah.
And it'd be like 8 tickets sold. Up until 72 hours before, it's like 8 tickets sold. And then by the time the show's kicking off, it's 65 tickets sold, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, guys, I had to book come on, give me a little breathing room.
I don't even know if that's like an Ontario thing, but that's always the case, like especially for Windsor. Like no one buys, but we're seeing it right now. Like shit doesn't sell out prior to, like unless it gains like some traction on social media. Like when Jordan and I had like this girl came out and did like a TikTok of our show. It's like it sold out 4 shows in a row immediately.
Was she a big draw on TikTok?
No, she had 500 followers.
How did it sell out? Like what
It
was
just
the
went
TikTok?
viral. It just went viral.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it just went viral, and it was talking about our show. And 4 shows in a row sold out immediately.
Actually?
Yes.
God damn. Well, what did it hit?
What do you mean?
The video.
Like, what do you mean? What did it hit?
Viewers.
I don't know. Like, I think it was like maybe 1 million. I don't know.
What was the video though?
It was just her talking about like, oh, do you want to shake off the COVID? Like, are you still trying to shake off like that COVID blues? Come check out Nothing Fancy Comedy Club every Wednesday. It has a great lineup, super grungy vibe, perfect. And it's like she just talked about the show, and it like for some reason it wasn't even a high production value, nothing like that. She was
that's
like
the
doing
thing.
a
High
selfie.
production value shoots you in the foot with TikTok.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
They don't.
It's gotta be low
that's
production,
A
bro.
weird thing, eh?
Yeah.
Like that they don't like any sort of like
effort.
gloss to it.
Yeah.
The less effort somehow is better, but it's also there's a fine line of like putting in the most amount of effort to make it less production looking. It's
exactly
weird. It's
exactly.
such a
It is weird.
But that's like the next generation, and it's also I don't know. I was talking with someone about this who's been doing it like longer than both of us put together, and I was just
But
like,
it hasn't even been out that long.
They also were talking about like, oh, I don't want to learn how to do TikTok, and it's like you sound like someone who's gonna get left behind.
Yeah. It's like Bill Burr that one time he goes, I can't do all that schmoozing. It's like I'm not good at that. It's like, well, you better get good.
Yeah, dude. It's like there's comics who like 5-10 years ago they were like, I'm not gonna do Instagram. You
don't even know who they are.
That fucked. Yeah, exactly. You don't know who they are. They're never.
And they might be the funniest motherfuckers out there.
Exactly, but it's like the bookings just fucking go down because you don't actually like adjust.
Yeah.
Like there's the fact of how much stuff just keeps coming out. Like just if you even listen to how Che talked about like how. Like new platforms that come out, it's like you got to get on there immediately. Jordan said this off the bat. He's like, it's the most reach for the. It's like high value real estate that you're getting at such a discount.
It's super undervalued. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like you can you can get a huge followership. Fucking Packers got like 1.7 million now.
Yeah.
He just he pumped
killing
out
it.
the exact same thing. His TikTok, his Instagram.
Consistency.
I just noticed his his Instagram just started blowing the fuck up too. Like it's all catching up now because it's just consistency. And as much as people don't want to like do one thing over and over again, but you've been doing it with the new job interview ones, and those fucking took right off.
Yeah, those are the problem with them is I like doing it. It's just like it's slowly becoming a job. That's the issue.
Yeah, because you lose
that thing. I'm going into
Like
a store. Like I done all the stores that I actually frequent.
Yeah.
And it's like people are DMing me all the time. Dude,
Yeah.
Desjardins Insurance. I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do with them?
It's like learning
I'm not with them. I don't remember seeing a commercial of them. You know, people are hitting me up about businesses in America.
Yeah.
Like, dude, Joe's garbage. It's like, bro, Joe's is in your town.
Yeah.
It's not anywhere
just-
else.
that's
just in your corner. Like Joe's. What the fuck is that?
But dude, that's the thing though, is that like I find that once you figure out, like even with those whip pan sketches that I was doing, it's like once you figure out how it works, then it's kind of like learning a bit that you like. It's like
a format, yeah.
Yeah, it's like it has a select, like it has a very. It starts getting very routine and sedentary, and it just unless you break out of that. Or like figure out a way to like adjust it so that it keeps it fresh for you.
It dies.
Then yeah, like
It dies for you, which then you'll stop doing it. Like that's kind of where it's at with me, where I'm just like, you know what I mean. I'm still planning. I'm like, I got to do LCBO because that's a layup. I'll just you know what I mean. I'll do
That's
LCBO.
a million.
Yeah.
That's a million views.
Yeah, exactly. But I have a new idea where it's like, you know what I've been noticing a lot because I've been involved with commercials and this. On the other side, on the talent side of things, I've been involved for so many years now that anytime I see a billboard or an ad, I immediately kind of roast it in my head. And I've been doing a lot of things on my stories where I'll take a picture of an ad and make a joke. And I think what I want to start doing is taking a picture of an ad. And you know, on TikTok, you could come in and use that picture as a green screen.
Yeah.
And literally roast ads.
Dude, do it.
You know what I mean?
Like, why not?
Like, I posted, like, I took a picture of one, like, because I went to go see Bill Burr live, by the way, 2 days ago.
Sick.
Fucking awesome. Damn. Awesome show.
I fucking
like this
missed
one.
it.
Like, I want to do a whole thing about how, like, Bell clearly cares about black people, right?
Yeah.
You can tell because he's like that type of deal. But man, Burr killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard there was like some material that just wasn't because he's like working on new stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know if there's a few people who were telling me like it was interesting to see like the highest level comic fucking working on new stuff that like isn't necessarily getting the reaction that he wants. So he like tells the like it's his bomb saves of like telling the audience, hey, go fuck yourselves.
Yeah, he didn't do it that much. He'll just be like, whoa, what is this, a church audience? Like that type of thing, right?
Yeah.
You guys pulled back on me like, like that type of thing. But he fucking, bro, he's got one of the best rape bits I've ever heard. He's got a new rape bit that stays in the topic of rape for a while, and it's fucking great.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
That is the game. That is the highest level game for comedy. It's like I hate the people who are like, you can't talk about these subjects because that makes you want to talk about it more. And the thing is that when you put this whole taboo on it, it's like that's now where the best material is because it elicits an actual emotion from people.
Yeah, it was like
It's like if you can fucking tackle that topic and make it funny, you're the fucking GOAT. That's the thing.
He said he was talking about, I don't want to butcher the joke, but real quick, the beginning was like, he's on a flight. He's next to like this dazed guy who's wearing a jiu-jitsu shirt. And some lady comes up to him like, do you do jiu-jitsu? It's like, yeah, actually, I've been teaching it 25 years. She's like, oh, I actually just started 3 months ago. Is it weird that I have a game plan if I were to get attacked? And he's like, not at all. This is why everyone should know jiu-jitsu. And then he goes, well, not the rapists. You know what I mean? You don't need them. Then it becomes like an octagon fight of like, oh, he got past her guard. Oh, this rape might happen. Joe Rogan's commenting like, she's gonna, you know what I mean? Like, and then he keeps going and on it. Dude, it was fucking leveling the place,
Dude,
man.
that's so fucking funny.
It was leveling the place. And then he has this whole thing about fighting with his wife and like the like angry FaceTimes and the sound of a FaceTime. Like that FaceTime the sound, like when someone FaceTimes you, it's a distinct ring. he's just comedy's so fucking hard, man. It's insane how like the funniest thing would happen, and I'll tell it to you funny. But right when I get on stage and I try to convey the same funniest to the audience, a huge thing is lost. But the way he does it, he'll tell you the story just like you would have told me if it was one-on-one. It would have been hilarious.
Because he's comfortable.
Because he's just
and he's been doing it for 30 years.
The way he's setting up like he pretty much sets it up so every time he makes that sound, it murders, right? And he paces it just enough where he's like, and there it is again. And everyone died. Dude, I was just like, if I tried to tell that bit, I wouldn't get a laugh at every because I wouldn't put it in the right place.
Yeah.
I wouldn't hold it long enough. Whatever the fuck it is, comedy is so much harder than it actually looks, man. It's insane.
Yeah, bro. You're talking to the guy who
invented comedy. I invented
the guy
bombing,
who started
bro.
out with you.
Yeah. It's like, don't forget, I invented bombing.
Don't forget, I sucked for a while.
Sucked. That makes it sound like it's past tense, bro. I mean, I don't want to get into it.
Hey, take
it was
it
late.
easy.
It gets fucking late, man.
Man.
I've got a meeting on Monday with immigration lawyers to talk about visa for the States, huh?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
Zoom
shit.
call. For a Zoom call.
We always talked about this.
Yeah,
Every
this is the
podcast
Zoom
I've
call.
ever been on here.
Yes.
And now it's a reality.
Yeah, man. That's why I'm like, I gotta do, because now I'm like, I see I don't want to say my days are numbered, but I'm like, okay, now I'm actually beginning the work to get this thing to go to the States.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this is the time to fucking tour Canada. I finally feel like I had our heads down, tunnel vision for so long, like staying in Toronto,
Yeah.
And now I just realized, like, if you go with a couple, like, funny guys, you have and I realized this when we did that Immigrant Section 6-city tour.
Yeah.
We have a great show.
Yeah.
That's worth good money. This is a solid show. You will love it. I'm like, and now I'm just like, bro, I got the thing. I kept my head down for so long. I'm like, I got the thing. Now I just need to fucking go to the places, set it up. Like, I got the thing now.
Dude, yeah. I don't know. This is our generation's new move. It's like, it started with I don't know, like it was first like the Jokes and Tokes tour where you said like Che, Packer, and Balshin do their own thing. They fucking did the cold calls and all that stuff. And it's like, there's literally no one stopping anyone else from doing it.
Zero.
No one is holding us back except for just our own, like, oh, well, I don't know if I could fucking XYZ. It's like, you really just have to do it once and then do it again and then again and then again and just get better at it. That's all that it is.
And what's even crazier is, like, it's not as complicated as you would think, because don't forget, especially to the comics, Toronto-based and whatever the fuck who are listening, don't forget that whoever's touring, you have access to their website.
Yep.
You know the venues they hit. You know the ticket price they charged. Everything is right there. If you go follow a person on Eventbrite, every past show they've done is available. So you can see maps of where everyone else has gone, what they've charged, how they've run the show. The rubric is there 5 times over. So it's literally like just applying it for yourself.
You ever, I don't know, I think it was Jason Allen that was telling me this, but he reached out to Stanhope. Like, this is years back, and he was like, what do I have to start doing? This is how long I've been doing it, and I can get to the States. What should I be doing? And Stanhope's like, look back. I have all my dates archived. Look back 15 years ago, or like 10, 15 years ago. Hit all those locations.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And
there you go. Because you know you got a venue there.
Yeah.
And you know a show's been run there. And if anything, if you're iffy about it, hit up the person that you're looking at and be like, how was it there? Should I go there? Was it difficult? How was the thing? Blah, blah, blah.
There's going to be some hell gigs for sure, like along the way.
But then that's not necessarily true, because I don't have to book them there. I mean, I asked Braden Lynch, I'm like, yo, if I want to go to Saskatchewan, where should I go? He's like, go to Saskatoon, hit up this guy, right?
Yeah.
Because I've never even been to Saskatchewan. I'm like, I'd like to go for comedy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What else? What the fuck else? I'm not trying to be a farmer. What else would I go there for?
I'm wondering how everyone's material would translate there.
Yeah, this is
It's interesting. 'Cause
and
it's gonna
your
tighten
act
shit
will
up.
evolve.
Yeah.
And you're gonna write like crazy because
Yeah.
you're gonna go out in the East Coast and be like, I was just in Ontario, blah, blah, blah. Then you
Yeah.
go to Saskatchewan. I was just out in the East Coast, blah, blah, blah. You go to Alberta or BC, you'd be like, fucking, I was in Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
A guy yelled back, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
whatever
Everyone-
the fuck, right?
Everyone who's come back from the West Coast has like a new 15 to 20.
Dude, and like wherever you go, you just keep your eyes open
Yeah.
that day because you know the first couple minutes of being on stage that day, you're going to be
Everything-
roasting the city.
Everything's like not like, I don't know. I feel like it's all going to be kind of similar.
In
Like-
what sense?
Like small town Canada
Yeah.
all has kind of the same vibe.
No matter what the province is.
Yeah.
Yes,
Like
without a doubt.
I don't think it deviates much from it. Like there's always Tim Hortons, there's always fucking like there's always the same kind of sensibility in every small town. Like where I don't know, like I grew up in Chatham and like that place fucking sucked ass.
But Chatham
I like
is what
how-
Canada
I
is.
like how Dante he's
Yeah.
like, he's
Chatham-
like, I've been there. It sucks. Yes, it's terrible.
Chatham and St. Thomas, Ontario, represent probably 80% of Canada.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Like if you look around there, that's how it's gonna feel to
Yeah.
fucking butt fuck nowhere,
Like
Nova Scotia, whatever.
Windsor feels like London.
Yes.
And those both feel like Hamilton. They all like
They got a city
But
vibe
then you
to
have
them.
like a small town,
Yeah.
and then you have even a smaller town. Every one of those in this country just feel the same,
Yes.
no matter what. Like it's kind of like just cut and paste. It's all very weird. It's kind of
So the good part about that is you come up with some boonies material, like
Yeah.
the first boonies town you go to, like Thunder Bay,
Yeah.
and that applies to wherever the fuck else you go. And anytime I performed in Barrie or one of these places up there, I'd be like, you're up north when all the cab drivers are white, and then you do a couple of things like drop them off, like see you, Scott, pick you up later, Paul. You know what I mean? Like that applies anywhere. Anywhere that's not a city.
yeah. No.
And then you just keep stacking those up. It's a small town, one blah blah blah
Yeah,
blah.
and then you have your road act.
Yeah.
your
Yeah, and you
your
become a
hacky
fucking-
ass road act.
And you become a jaded roadie, bro. Living from fucking motel to motel.
And then you come back to Toronto and you try to do your road material
Yeah,
back
right.
here, and everyone's
I was
like,
on the
"What
404.
fuck? This
It's on
isn't
the-
heady at all.
Yeah.
This isn't about fucking crystals."
Yeah, I was on the 106. It's like a Saskatchewan fucking inner road. They're like, what the fuck is that?
Man, I don't know. There's, I don't know. I'm excited for everything that we all got going on, because it's kind of like we always talked about how, like, when we get to that level, it's like we're at that level now.
Yeah.
Of like being able to do all this stuff and like not being like really shook when we go out for gigs or anything like
Like
that.
I'm ready to fully bomb.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see like where, like when we were talking back then, there was problems that we were experiencing then. It's like we're over those problems now, and now it's just a whole new level of problems where there's the anxiety of like fucking, okay, well, this is my full time and this is how I pay rent, and it's like if the gigs don't come through on time, or if the pay gets held up in some way, or you have to hassle someone, or like there's a date that gets changed last minute, and there's a whole new level of anxiety.
It is.
Behind that.
But it's better than the last one. The last
Yeah.
one is like, I'm not ready to go out.
Yeah,
like
because
that was
all,
years of
that
like,
was all self-worth and
Yeah,
shit like
exactly.
that. It's like now that you have that.
now you're like, I definitely have, like, I've been doing this every day for like 6-7 years. It's like whatever you do, if you're swinging a bat, if you're swinging a golf club, if you're doing it every day for 6-7 years, you better fucking consider yourself like semi-pro at the very least. You know what I mean?
Or sometimes it's just
Or
a very
you just
sad
a pipe
case.
dream. Yeah,
It's just
exactly.
a sad case.
Yeah,
'Cause we
exactly.
know those
Assuming
guys.
it's 20 years in, like still running open mics. Yeah, no names involved, but there's like enough of those people. Assuming you're not that totally out of touch and just fucking withering away or whatever the fuck. At some point, you're like, yo, I got the thing. Now I just need to get out there.
Yeah.
And the get out there setting it up is way easier than building the thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, yeah. No, absolutely. Like it's all, I don't know. What do you think when you, like if you get the visa, like say 2-3 years down the line, are you moving or are you going to have
No, I'm moving.
You're moving?
Oh,
Okay.
without a doubt.
Yeah.
And I don't see it being, I see it as getting it next year.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
I want to do Edinburgh next year, so we'll figure this stuff out. But I'm going to apply this fall because I want to do the Fringe Festival there.
Sick.
Just because it seems like comedy camp and fun.
You know, you can just go there, right?
I know, but I actually want to have a show there. I don't want to just...
Oh, no, I'm saying Like, not you don't need the visa for that.
Oh, I know, but I'm saying submit a show
Oh, sick. All right, yeah.
to Edinburgh.
Yeah, no,
and
I want to go.
actually
Tisha wants to
do a month there, residency.
Tisha
doing
wants
my own
us
show.
both to go there for like for a month or for the whole festival.
Yeah.
I don't know. She's been talking about it. I'm like, she seems more interested than I am about it.
In that,
Yeah.
I think it's pretty. It's probably be pretty cool,
Like,
and I'm
I-
probably gonna submit a thing as my own like 1 hour show, like a 1-man show where you have an opener or whatever the fuck,
Dude, do it up.
and then just do 45 every day, like a couple times.
Yeah, you're gonna get strong.
Yeah, and then just like so that 45-hour space is just charted territory. It's like the first time you did 30, you're like it's uncharted territory.
Yeah.
And then you do it and it's like fine.
Yeah.
Right? And it's the same with 20 and it's the same with 45. It's just
You
like
do it like 2-3 times, and it's like you're getting you got your bearings now, and then it's just just ironing all the kinks out. Yeah,
Exactly. Oh, I close with these,
yeah.
put these in the middle.
And then you like once you fucking figure out what works, then you can fuck around with it.
That's what I just want that. That's why I really want to go on the road, just because like I haven't done like since I taped my special,
Yeah.
I haven't done 35 or 40.
No.
No,
No.
that was the last time I did it.
Was that 35 or 40 or what?
It was like 40. Like I cut like way down.
Yeah.
But like I did 40 like each night pretty
Yeah.
much, or each show. But like that was the last time I did it. That was like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, or some shit like that. Like it's
Yeah.
mostly, if anything, if I'm headlining stuff in town, it's all 25
Yeah.
minutes. Right?
There's no 40-minute headlining spots like in the independent clubs right now.
No, not at all. So
I
that's
think, and also a lot of clubs are now just shifting towards like a showcase style, where it's
As
like
long
just
as-
like the New York, like 15 minutes at most. Maybe 20.
325s
Yeah.
is the best.
Yeah.
Oh, that I forget
Like
what
you and
show we did.
you and Jesse and Mo.
Yeah,
Is that what you
exactly.
did?
Well, that's what we did on that one. This one, I want to headline this.
Yeah.
I want to properly headline this, do 40 every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if I don't do it, then what am I?
Yeah.
If I don't
You gotta
set
put-
it up
yeah,
and
no,
do it
you gotta-
myself.
Yeah, you got to put yourself on.
Yeah, exactly. No one's going to fucking do it otherwise. And now it's like, oh, I have a nice headlining. By
Yeah.
the end of it, 20 city run or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
You have something nice, you would hope. You would hope.
Can imagine you come back and you're like, it sucks so bad, dude. Oh my god,
It was such a mistake.
I was so excited about Saskatoon, and they were even worse.
They were so racist. I just get
I
attacked. The
expected
Klan
them to
shows
be
up to
racist.
the fresh off the boat. How about you get back on the boat? He just fucking fires and
Little
shit. Jesus
did
Christ.
little did
the
he know
Klan?
that the tour name is
Yeah.
what did him in.
Yeah. If he only called it legit funny.
They wouldn't have known.
Yeah, it all falls back on Jordan Palchikio. He fucking becomes an alcoholic. he's like Ben.
my boy.
He's like
my
Ben,
sweet Abbas.
Ben Stiller at the end of Dodgeball, just fat as fuck. Like, fresh off the boat, fresh off the fucking fuck.
Man.
I killed him.
So you're doing it fall, eh?
Yeah, I'm hitting places up right now for booking last week of October, first 2 weeks of November.
Sick.
That
Okay.
3-week stretch.
8 flights, eh? You never think of
8 flights. Who said 8 flights?
You said something about 8 flights.
No,
You have to book 8
no.
flights.
I'm just saying a lot of flights.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Sorry.
I mean, and flights for all of us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Shit, eh?
Like that all comes out of the ticket, right?
Yeah.
So it's like people are like, we'll get it last second. It's like, hey, fucking,
yeah.
if you
Please.
live in that area and you'll be there roughly in that time,
Yeah.
get your ticket. You could fucking refund it up to like 48 hours before, whatever the fuck, right?
Yeah.
It's not like I'm saying you can't refund.
Honestly, yeah. Like,
But
wouldn't
I've never
wanna
been to
re-
Newfoundland, New Brunswick, Saskatchewan. Like a lot of these places I've never been to. So it's like
Yeah.
this is actually seeing the country.
so you want to do from Newfoundland?
I don't know. I want to do Hamilton, Niagara Falls, Halifax, St. John's, Newfoundland, St. John, New Brunswick,
Yeah.
Saskatoon, Calgary, Edmonton, and a couple other things in Alberta. I'm trying to like, there's a runs in Alberta. I'm trying
Yeah.
to like get in on. Vancouver,
Nice.
and those are like the hard dates. And then like I'll do other stuff in BC if I'm out there. I don't know if we Victoria. I'm just trying to figure all that shit out.
Fucking hit up the boys out there, dude. Be fun.
Who?
I don't know. Balshin.
Yeah, I mean he's in Edinburgh, but yeah, like seeing
But
is
he
it worth
won't
it in
be then.
Vancouver? Yeah, when I'm in the areas.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%, without
Yeah.
a doubt, without a doubt. But like I'm just saying like what venues, what cities, all that type of stuff I still need some input on. But I'm
Yeah.
building it as we speak, you know?
Yeah.
as we speak, brother.
Dude, it's going to be good.
Anyways, what time is it, Dante?
It's been 1 hour.
No, but what time is it though? Like right now?
12:14.
Okay, all right. So we gotta land this motherfucker, bro.
All right, bro. Dude,
If you came a little earlier, we could have done more, you little fuck.
sorry. Took a while to get across town.
Yeah, exactly. Look at this guy, latest shit. Yo, as always, look into the camera. Tell the people where they can find you, my brother.
You can check out my Instagram at Max Sheldrick. Got sketches coming out and new projects I'm working on. So fucking follow me. Keep up to date with that. Got 2 weekly shows in Toronto. If you're in Toronto, then check out FOMO Thursday Night FOMO at the Royal, 8 p.m. and Wednesday Night FOMO at the Lab, 8 p.m. as well. And 2 monthly Friday shows, one at Comedy Bar, one at Free Times. Follow us on FOMOcomedy.com. There you go.
Yo, the man runs a lot of shows. I do spots on him. Follow him. Get up on those shows. As always, description below. I'll put it's a link tree you got, right?
Yeah.
I'll put a link tree down there. From my end, August 31st, Montreal, come out. August 31st. And follow the socials. And if you like the show, press like, comment, follow, all that stuff. Thanks so much for tuning in. Max, thanks for coming. Next
Love
time,
you,
come
buddy.
early, you fuck.
All right.
All right. Till next time. Peace.